They said,
oh, and we're gonna get
I've never seen them. They're like right next to the
road.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Yeah, it's not like Yellowstone. Whoa. No offense to Yellowstone. We loved and enjoyed Yellowstone. But welcome to Custer State Park. We just got an annual pass because it was going to be cheaper. It's $36 for an annual pass, or it's $20 for a week per vehicle. So we saved the $4 because we're going to be here for 2 weeks. At least that's the goal here in the Black Hills. We've never been up here. We were super excited. The gentleman at the RV park said for us to do the wildlife loop. That's what he recommended. The lady at the gate where we got our pass said that when we go to the Bluebell entrance to ask about the wildlife, because there might be wildlife on the dirt roads and not on the actual loop itself. And so she didn't want us to do the loop thinking that there's going to be wildlife on there when they're on the dirt road and we only see a couple. So that is a good insight if you do the wildlife loop. But yeah, we're excited to take you along. We've never been. And she also gave us this really nice state park tour guide map. Very, very nice. I mean, all the different highways and stuff. We also did Mount Rushmore earlier today. Maybe we'll talk about that as we head back home. Definitely recommend. We'll tell you what we did and kind of the route we took, so that way you can kind of get the most out of your trip there and back. Obviously depending on where you stay. But for us, we'll give you all the details. So let's check out Custer State Park. Oh, those are the burros.
Oh,
they're
look,
so
they're
cute.
feeding them the carrots. So
Okay, we gotta bring
We
carrots.
gotta bring some carrots, y'all.
We gotta bring some carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, look how cute they are.
That is awesome.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So learn from us already. Bring carrots. Bring like the actual, like long.
Again.
I take that mistake. So just make sure you grab like full-size carrots. Bring a bag of them. There were, what would you say, 10, a little over 10 around out there. So cute. You park. Honestly, there's a lot of pull-outs. You can just pull out and you can park and you can see wildlife on the side of the road. There's some right here.
What?
Oh my gosh, look how cute. They almost look like horses. Oh my gosh. You're so cute. Kenai, what'd you think?
Spit on his tail. You liked it?
Those were so cute. They were right there too.
Yeah.
I've never seen white burros like that before.
Yeah, not.
That was kind of cool. I wonder what kind they are. But then look, there's like no trees here. This is crazy. We went from like pretty heavily wooded to now just fields.
Everybody, press put the camera on me. If y'all have like a motorcycle, Harley Davidson, Indian, whatever you choose, this is the place to bring him, because we have seen so many already. I mean, side by side, you can ride them up and down the dirt road. I mean, on the asphalt through the park as well. This is awesome. What's that smell? Oh my gosh! I think it is black. I'm being silly.
So we just came back from the Buffalo or Bison Center. I think that's what it was called, Bison Center.
Yep.
That was cool.
In Custer State Park.
In Custer State Park.
So awesome.
Definitely recommend that. It's like a visitor center and it has a whole bunch of information on them. I really recommend it. It was really nice inside. It was really nice inside. They have restrooms and they have a gift shop as well. We did see some bison in the distance, a little too far out to see them, but they were there. So I'm wondering if we're going to see any more as we're kind of getting towards the end here. If not, we have an annual pass now, and since we'll be here for a little bit, we'll probably come back and try to see them again. but I definitely recommend asking people where the animals are, because they pretty much told us for the most part where they were going to be at.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of them.
See them? That's what I'm saying. Speak of the devil. They're right there.
That's what he said.
Oh, and we're gonna get
I've never seen them. They're like right next
across
to
the road.
Oh my gosh, y'all! So excited. Let's see if you can see them. There's a lot of them. Yeah, it's not like Yellowstone. Whoa. There's a ton.
This is like Yellowstone.
Oh my
As
gosh.
much as we saw me.
Yeah.
They're crossing
oh my
the road
gosh,
right
they're
now.
like there's so many of them. Oh my gosh, look at this, y'all. Look. They're like everywhere. Oh my gosh. There's like so many of them. There's just a ton. A lot more than I thought. This is so cool. There's just so many of them. And that one just chilling right there. I'm just chilling. All right, we are now leaving the state park. We just finished the wildlife loop. 10 out of 10, recommend. That was awesome. No offense to Yellowstone. We loved and enjoyed Yellowstone, but the bison experience here was next level.
It was superb.
It was awesome. Like, they were literally right up next to the car. It was crazy. I have never experienced anything like that before. So I definitely recommend going, checking it out. We didn't even hop out of our car. We did go to the visitor center that was towards the end of the loop. Honestly, all of the visitor centers that we've gone into here are very high quality. I mean, they're done just exquisitely. So much information, very interactive.
There's our camper.
There's our camper. Bye.
Not the classy motorhome.
Oh, but yeah.
The white Montana.
Oh, we're back in there somewhere. We'll do a review of the RV park
Might be
later.
able to see it better over here.
But I loved it. That was awesome. I will definitely go back again. We also saw some, I guess they were antelope. They didn't look like deer because of the way their horns were, but that was awesome. So we also did Mount Rushmore.
Interesting. She has not been drinking, y'all, I promise.
We went to Mount Rushmore earlier today. We really didn't get there until like, when did we get to Mount Rushmore? Like 11 o'clock maybe? So we didn't get there till a little bit later. We usually always try to get to stuff early, but we got to Mount
You don't
Rushmore
really need
later.
to get to I mean, from what we experienced today, I don't think you really need to get there any early
No.
or late.
And it is a Tuesday, so I will say that. But parking's really straightforward. They give you a ticket, and then you take that ticket inside
They have
the
garage
park,
and
they
covered
have
parking for big trucks.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So you take the ticket that they give you, and you go in the park and you pay for it. For both of us, it was $10 for staying there. We stayed there for a couple hours. We did the trail that goes around, where you can go up closer to go see the faces. I would highly recommend it. There is one part where you can, if you can't do stairs that is wheelchair accessible, you just go the other way, and then you can kind of see it from there. So a lot of the park is wheelchair accessible. Visitor center, really need to go check that out. They also have a theater in there as well. That was, I think it was about 20 minutes, maybe, not even that video. That was really cool. I really recommend that. And then we did get some ice cream because I did not know this, but Thomas Jefferson was the person who came up with the first ice cream recipe. So we got the Jefferson ice cream while we were there, and of course Huckleberry ice cream because we're obsessed
Huckleberry
with it.
wasn't bad. I mean, it was okay.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. I did appreciate the chunks of Huckleberry though in
Yes,
there.
that was...
So I did appreciate that. The scoops were huge. It was $7.50 for 2 scoops, but the scoops were really big. So you could probably split it with 2 people if you wanted to get, you know, share or something. Yeah, I would definitely go back. The way we came from the RV park, we passed Crazy Horse, and you can see Crazy Horse from the road. We did not go in. I don't know if we will go into Crazy Horse or not.
We should.
I think we probably will. Yeah, we probably will. But you can see it from the road. And then from Mount Rushmore back to the camper, we took part of Highway 16A, and it has some tunnels on there, but it will give you the like one-way tunnels, but there'll be signs of the width clearance, so that way you can kind of, you know, be mindful of that. So our dually, we were able to fit through those. And then if you do take that highway, which I highly recommend, you can see Mount Rushmore as you're driving through it, and it is just like next level awesomeness. But yeah, so that's what we did today. It's only 4:30 and we got to do those 2 big things, and I feel like we took our time.
We did.
So we did not rush at all. I recommend, if you only have a few days here, kind of do that. Do Mount Rushmore first, see all the different things, and then do the 16A coming back. I mean, depending on where you're staying, and then do the wildlife loop. I think we were there maybe an hour and some change for the wildlife loop, because we did go in the visitor centers. We'll probably do a couple of different parts. Probably do like Custer State Park or Blackhills, South Dakota, part 1. So this will be probably part 1 because I don't want these videos to be too long. And so part 2, I don't know. We'll see what we do in part 2. We haven't really made plans yet. But yeah, anyway, we are going to do some errands. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Good night. Say, see you later. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. Chase is doing the dishes. I just finished editing the video, but I realized, so when we filmed this video, it was about maybe like a month or so ago, and we did go back to do the wildlife loop a few more times. Would you say we did the wildlife loop about 3 times? 3 or 4 times? A lot. We did it a lot. And I would really recommend going in the afternoon when it is cooler. There were a few times we went in the middle of the day and we didn't see as many wildlife. So I would definitely recommend going later on in the day, and make sure you ask where the animals are, because there was one time we didn't ask and we didn't see any animals. It was still a pretty drive and we enjoyed ourselves, but if you want to see animals, make sure you ask. And I would try to go when it's cooler. So we went in the afternoon and we saw a lot of wildlife. If you look at the map of the wildlife loop, the northeast part of it is usually where we saw the bison, but I would still double check and make sure to ask the people at the gate where the animals are. But so I wanted to make sure we mentioned that. So Mount Rushmore, I didn't see until a few days later that there's a lighting ceremony at the park itself, and depending on the year it changes. So I'll put a link to the website to make sure, if you want to go, make sure you look beforehand. I 10 out of 10 recommend doing the lighting ceremony. It was awesome. We almost went back to do it again because it was awesome. So the park ranger comes and gives a speech about America, the presidents and everything, and then there's a movie that they play, and then they do a lighting, so they'll put lights on Mount Rushmore and you can see the presidents lit up and everything, and then they will do a part where they'll honor the military veterans and active veterans as well, and then they'll have some of the vets or active military bring down the flag for the evening and fold it and put it away. And it was awesome. It was only about 45 minutes long. It wasn't very long at all. I 10 out of 10 recommend. So if you do Mount Rushmore, maybe go later in the afternoon, a couple hours before the lighting ceremony, if you only have time to do Mount Rushmore once, and then that way you can do the lighting ceremony at all. But what do you think of the evening ceremony?
Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It was really cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
How we found out about the web?
I don't know. I think I saw it on Instagram or something about it. But anyway, I'm just letting you know, if you do Mount Rushmore, you've got to do the lighting ceremony. I will put the link to it. Make sure you pay attention because the times do change throughout the year for it. But I mean, it only cost us $10, like we said earlier, to get in. So we were fine paying for that. But I would really highly recommend doing the lighting ceremony. And then once it's done, you pretty much just exit the park when it's done, because it's pretty much the closing ceremony for the evening. But I would 10 out of 10 recommend doing the lighting ceremony. So I wanted to make sure I added those two things because when we filmed this video maybe a month or so ago, it's just kind of afterwards, so I wanted to include this in it. So anyway, now the video is done. As always, thank you all so much for watching it. We greatly appreciate every one of you that watches our videos. And yeah, we will see you all next week. I think these next few videos might be, or next week will be a part 2 of the Blackhills, South Dakota. So that way it's not just one long video, it's kind of 2 shorter-ish ones. So anyway, thank you all so much, and we'll see you next week.